please do me the favor to select your mood for today. I'm gonna share my screen for you to see the result of this activity. So, I'm gonna share the link again in case somebody has joined late. So do me the favor again, I repeat, to click on that and select your mood for today. Good morning, that's here. Okay. If you have any inconvenience with the link, please let me know. Okay, vote please for your mood so you can see my screen. I have one person that has selected option number 6, so I think he's happy. Number 3, I guess this is in love, or I don't know. Can you tell me what mood this picture represents? Number 1 is like a party, I guess. You are feeling like in a party right now, so that's great. So I will say that number 2, option number 3 is the people that is in love right now. Okay, that's nice. Thanks a lot for participating in this small introduction. Okay, and I will show you right now my PowerPoint. Just a second. Okay. Okay, I think I am sharing my screen with the PowerPoint, and this is workshop number 2. Today, the unit to be discussed are unit number 3, which is evaluating English language teaching materials. Unit number 4, adapting materials. And finally, unit number 5, technology in ELT. Okay, today is Sunday, September the 5th. And welcome again, everybody. This is the intended agenda for today. First, we're gonna have a warm-up related to the unit. Number 2, we have a question and answer section. Number 3, class development. Number 4, we're gonna have a wrap-up. And finally, the number 5, as always, the reminders. Okay. Well, my first activity, I send you an email to ask you for some English book that you know or that you previously used. It's because of this, because you are going to rank some English books. So as you can see here in my PowerPoint, I have interchange. I don't know if you know interchange. Do you know interchange?
Yes, I do.
Yes, everybody?
Yes, yes.
Yes? Okay, good. What about top notch? This one?
No.
No, this one, no. Okay. Okay, and what about speak out? No?
No.
Okay, side by side?
I have some books
You
from
have some
that.
knowledge.
One
Okay.
from Inside Out also.
And finally, I include American Inside Out. What about this one? No?
No.
Okay. No, well, my idea was that you gave me the books that you use or that you have some knowledge, but I just received one answer. That was Alvaro with interchange. So we're gonna use this to rank. I'm gonna give you one link right now to participate, and I'm gonna give you the instructions in a moment. Just a second. Okay, let me fix something right now. Okay, what is the link? Just, it's here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you the link and okay, thank you, Maria, Jose Maria, for the information. This is the link, and just give me one moment to give you the instructions. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen for you to see the covers of the books. Okay, let's listen the instructions. Right now, my activity consists in a warm-up. We're gonna rank some books. So you can see my screen. As I already mentioned, I have interchange, top notch, speak out, side by side, and American Inside Out. The idea is that with the link that I send you, you're gonna rank the covers of these books from lower to higher in terms of usefulness for your students and appropriacy to teach and learn English. So please click on that link and rank the covers of the books. I mean, the books. You can click and organize them from lower, to higher. If you have any problem with the link or if you want me to send it again, please let me know. So in case you have any inconvenience, I'm gonna repeat the instructions. You can see my screen. I have here 5 English books, and with the link that I already sent you, please run the covers of this book from lower to higher in the terms of usefulness and appropriacy to teach and learn English. And please let me know if you already submit the answers, because I am not receiving the answer. So I don't know if I am having any inconvenience with the link. No, right now it's working. So you can see, okay, in a moment I show you the result. Juan Carlos, you have any question? No? Okay, I'm gonna stop that screen to show you how we're going right now. Okay. So here you can see the first one until this moment is interchange. The second one is side by side. The third position, American Inside Out. Number 4, speak out. Number 5, well, it's moving right now. It's changing constantly. So I have 4 students that have already voted. I am waiting for the rest. So I'm missing 1 student to participate in this activity. Because I have Álvaro, Marianela, Jose Maria, Juan Carlos, and Erika. Okay. So, and I have 4 students. Okay, now I have the 5 students that already vote. Okay, now let's do the next activity with these books covers. I'm gonna show you again the screen of the books. Okay, for you to take a brief look at them so you can check interchange. So let's check out the cover. Top note, then you can have speak out side by side so you can see that there are some pictures, people, and you have American Inside Out. Okay, now I show you the result of the rank top. Okay, the activity consisted in rank the covers from those books from lower to higher. Okay, the lower to use for teaching and learning English is interchange. Why do you consider people vote for interchange? Why did you select interchange as a lower to usefulness and appropriacy to teach English? Can you tell me?
Well, I don't know if everybody has the same opinion, but I think it looks like some kind of professional thing, and also most of the people knows just copies of the book. The original ones, they come even with the CDs to listen the audio. So maybe our peers they already know the original books. That's why they vote for they vote for interchange. I wonder why American Inside Out is so low, but they have a good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your opinion. What about the rest? Why do you consider people vote for interchange as on the lower position for teaching English? Any opinion? So, check.
My personal opinion is because I know the interchange and the book, the appearance of the book contains the yellow color that called my attention, and the illustration. You can look that contains CDs, so that that means that I have the tools and my inference is the approach that interchange books is based on task learning, and that's my external evaluation about the interchange. I don't know the other book, but the other books that you show contains very old photograph or things that means it's not for actual manner to teach English. That's my impression about it.
Okay, thank you, Marianela. What about you, Jose Maria? And then Erika.
I think I have used the interchange for just a few times, and I see some resources on the book, and I think probably the color is just yellow. Sometimes for the there is a workbook also, and
it contains a workbook.
Yeah, and sometimes the instructions the students don't understand. In the case of a teacher, probably the teacher can understand the workbook, but sometimes it could be better to have more activities like other books, more like interactive activities. And I don't see many interactive activities in the interchange. So that's my opinion.
Yeah. It's like an old book right now.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. What about you, Erika?
I talking about in my opinion because I studied English for 3 years, only use top notch. So in that way, the English is really formal, only formal and don't give you a lot of information. So I never use the other books. Only maybe I check side by side. Is a really interactive book. For the reason I only give you my opinion about that because I never check the others book.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, somebody else with a different opinion about these books? Which one do you consider is the best? Talking about the concept of appropriacy and usefulness to teach and learn English. Or as a summary, we can say that the majority say interchange. Okay, thank you for this activity. Okay, right now we're gonna have a small review about the internal evaluation, the external evaluation, and the overall evaluation of the books. For participating in this activity, I'm gonna give you the link, and then we're gonna have a... Right now, I want to know what you remember, what comes to your mind with these three concepts. Then I'm gonna give you a summary about these three types of evaluation. Let me look for the next. We're gonna be using a lot of virtual resources for this morning. Okay, just a second, it's uploading. Okay, this is the link to participate, so you can click on that. I'm gonna share my screen in a moment. Click on that, you will be asked to type your name, and then you can join the lesson. Hello, Gladys, good morning. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 students that are already joined. Okay, for the three type of evaluation, you will have 2 minutes to answer all the ideas that you remember about this concept. Okay, I am waiting for the rest. If you have any inconvenience, let me know so I can wait. I have Marianela, Erika, Álvaro, and Jose Maria. So I am waiting for Juan Carlos, Marlene, Gladys. I'm gonna share the link again for Miguel. Hello, Miguel, welcome. Do me the favor to click on that.
Hi, sorry for being late. I got some
Don't
issues.
worry. Don't worry. So in a moment, I will start the activity. I am just waiting for the rest to join the lesson. So in that case, everybody can participate. Now, okay, we are still 5. But I have 8 here. So I am waiting for 3 students. If you have any inconvenience, please let me know. Okay, I have Gladys here. So I just wait for Erika and Miguel. Okay, I repeat, you will have 2 minutes for the first type of evaluation. I'm gonna start right now. So you can type any word, any concept that you remember about external evaluation. And then you can submit your answer. Remember what you read about external evaluation. Okay, I received one answer, but you still have 1 minute and 10 seconds to continue. Okay, Ruth, are you on your cell phone probably? I don't know. Or if you have any inconvenience with this link, you can send me your answer in the chat, no problem. And we have like 25 seconds. Okay, Ruth, go ahead. Okay, time is over. Thank you for participating, and don't close that window, okay? We're gonna continue using that for the next type of evaluation. Okay, here I have Marianella's answer. Marianella, can you read your information about the external evaluation, please?
Sure. The external evaluation from is about the location of the book, the appearances, cultural awareness, checking. We have to check the index and the audience, check the context and proficiency of the book that we used to teach any class.
Excellent, thank you. We're gonna select just some, okay? Then we're gonna pass to the next evaluation, and at the end, I'm gonna give you a summary about the 3 types of evaluation. In this moment, I am just checking what you remember about this type of evaluation. Okay, this is Jose Maria. What about you?
Okay, so I think the external evaluation offers materials or tools from outside.
Okay, thank you, Jose Maria. And I'm gonna select this one. This is Juan Molina. Okay, well, he says about the external evaluation, examining the organization. Probably he had some inconvenience to continue typing the answers. Okay, I'm gonna pass to the next type of evaluation. So, please tell me if you have in your screen the next slide for internal evaluation. Do you have it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna start the activity right now. So the same, you will have 2 minutes to type all the ideas about the internal evaluation. You can also submit the answers in the chat if you have any problem with the link. Okay, I received your answer, Juan Carlos. this moment all the ideas about the internal evaluation. And you have 1 minute and 4 to continue. Those are the last 40 seconds. Let's receive Marianella's answers. Okay, time is over. Thanks for participating. Let's do the same. I'm gonna select some of your answers. And this is Erika. Erika, please do me the favor to read your information about the internal evaluation.
Okay, this is need to connect with the external evaluation. Why? Because for this way we can evaluate it in our way. So we can use the external evaluation, maybe have in the book or have in website. We can create it about the goals we have in the classroom.
Okay, thank you so much. This is Alvaro. What about you, Alvaro?
It seems like it makes easier to teach the language using things that we do ordinary, things we do every day. So that makes easier to learn vocabulary, ways to communicate. That's why I feel like it's a kind of combination between task-based language teaching and communicative. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Alvaro. And Miguel says, internal evaluation is about the presentation of the skills in the materials, the grading of the materials, the skills involved, and speaking materials. Okay, thanks a lot, Miguel. Okay, let's continue with the last type of evaluation. Okay, this is the overall evaluation and the same. You will have 2 minutes to type all the ideas that you remember about this type of evaluation. So go ahead. Overall evaluation. And we have the, well, 1 minute and 50 seconds. This is the last minute. The last 13 seconds. But I already received Erica's answers and Marianela, also Álvaro. Okay, thanks for your participation. And, well, I didn't receive Jose Maria, Gladys, and Juan. Well, I'm gonna select another student to participate. This is Erica. Again, please do me the favor to read your information about the overall evaluation.
Okay, this evaluation can be useful because we can adapt it about the goal we have. So we can modify in some circumstance for the evaluation. So we can do this evaluation for a single individual students or a group of students.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, and I have also Miguel, usability factors as the generability factor, have to adapt factor, and flexibility to make an overall assessment. Okay, all your answers are okay. Thanks for participating in this review. I'm gonna show you my presentation again. Okay, that was the review about the internal evaluation, external, and overall evaluation. Now, here I have a summary about the three of them. Okay, first of all, let's focus on the internal evaluation. The first element that you will find in this external evaluation is the cover, if it is attractive or not. Okay, next, as always in the external evaluation, you will have the introduction and the table of contents. The intended audience is very important to recognize if the book that we have selected or the one that we intend to use to teach is for a basic level, for an advanced level, etc. The proficiency level, the context of your students, the presentation also of the language items, also if the book includes a vocabulary list, and finally in the external evaluation we can find some visual material, some pictures, some, I don't know, elements for the students to be more motivated probably to study with that book. So those are the components of the external evaluation. Next, I have the part of the internal evaluation. In this part, the elements that we can find is the presentation of the skills, the blocks of the grammar, pronunciation, reading, all the skills. Next, a very important element is the grading and sequencing of the topics. The other element that we can find in this internal evaluation is if the material is suitable for different learning styles. If we have a combination of many approaches for all the students that present different type of styles. Finally, here, we can find materials that are engaging to motivate both the students and also the teacher. The teacher also needs to be motivated in order to create an interesting class for the students, an interesting topic to keep all the students motivated during the complete class. Finally, the last part is the overall evaluation. Here I am missing one type of factor. I just include 4 and I am noticing that there are 4. Okay, first we have the usability factor. And this, it is included if my book can be for all my students. The adaptability factor, if I can add or delete some information. Also, if I can adapt some topics for the classes, and the flexibility factor. And I am missing one. Do you remember what is the other factor?
Generalizability. factor.
Yeah, that one. Okay. In this, if we have only one restrictive core for all the features in the book. So in this moment, I don't know if you have any question related to these three type of evaluation. Those are the components that we can find in the three type of them. Any question? Any comment?
Just a comment.
Okay, Álvaro?
Marianela mentioned it about the external evaluation, and that the same way that food gets into your nose first of all, and then by your eye. So the same way with the book, the cover and the visual materials are very important. Because, for example, side by side, is, they have good material, but the pictures on the front page seems obsolete.
Yeah, that's right. So, or also if I show you this book, the cover, for some students, probably it's not attractive, or for a teacher. So some of us check first the cover with that, or the inside, if we have attractive pictures, if it is colorful. So that is an important factor. Any other comment or question that you may have relate to this type of evaluation? No? Okay, I'm gonna continue. Okay, we're gonna have a discussion here in this moment. Check, says, discuss. How can this worksheet be adapted to achieve this objective? This is the objective. Students will be able to explain with appropriate use of vocabulary and present continuous the reasons why global warming is negatively affecting climate patterns. I'm gonna show you the worksheet in a different way. Give me a second. Probably here with the PowerPoint is not very clear to check the component of the worksheet. Just a second. Okay. This is the worksheet. And just a second. This is the objective. I'm gonna read for you again the objective. Students, by using this worksheet, students will be able to explain with appropriate use of vocabulary and present continuous the reason why global warming is negatively affecting. Okay, take a look at the worksheet. The name of the worksheet is Saving the Planet. So you have a reading. You have some words in boldface, which are some subject, some demonstrative adjectives also. And the exercise that the students are intended to do says, A, say who or what the following words refers to. I mean, the boldfaces words. So it includes a picture, the text, and it's like, let's say, a long text, some boldfaces words, which are the subject that we're gonna use on letter A. Then the exercise B says, go through the text and enumerate some of the environmental problems mentioned in the text. So with the reading, they are going to complete exercise B. Then letter C says, say if the following statements are true or false. So again, we need to read the text. Finally, The worksheet includes an exercise in which students are going to write, because it says protecting the environment is our own responsibility. What can you do to make our planet a better place? So it's a written exercise. So take a look again, please, at the worksheet. Okay. Those are the elements of the worksheet, and I'm gonna show you the discussion topic. Says, discuss how can this worksheet be adapted to achieve this objective. The idea in this moment is that we are going to adapt this worksheet in order to achieve this objective. Read again, please, the objective of the worksheet. And I'm gonna give you the next link to participate in this activity. Just a second, I close the window for nº2. Okay. So I hope you can participate or use the chat, please, to submit the answers. Or you can open your microphone. So that is the link for the worksheet activity. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me know if you have any inconvenience by opening the link. Okay, I have 2 students that already joined. And the question for the previous worksheet says, should the worksheet undergo with the processes of adding, deleting, modifying, or simplifying and reordering? Why? In what way? So imagine that you're gonna use this worksheet and you can apply these processes. If you want me to share again the screen of the worksheet, please let me know. Or if you want to check again the objective. Okay, I'm gonna show you the worksheet again. Okay, this is the screen for the worksheet. How can you reorder, simplify, or adapt this worksheet? Also, you can delete some information if you consider reorder. I read the intended objective for this worksheet. Students will be able to explain with appropriate use of vocabulary and present continuous the reasons why global warming is negatively affecting. So it's a text in which students need to read and complete then some exercises. Okay, when you are ready, you can post your answers in this collaborate board. When you are ready, please post your answers here in this board. You can also omit some processes. If you consider the rest of the worksheet is okay, you can just apply modifying or deleting. If you say, I consider I will delete exercise A because it's not appropriate for the objective of this worksheet, etc. Okay, I am receiving one. The rest, please keep on working and submit your answers. See, it's just Jose Maria has finished. Now I receive one. Okay, now let's check if I receive. Yeah, I received Marianela. So please, the rest, try to hurry up, please, and submit your answers. Okay, I receive Álvaro. At this moment, you can read your partner's opinion, and if you agree with one of these opinions, you can give her a like on those hearts that you can see, if you consider that you agree with him. Okay, good. Juan Carlos, can you read your opinion about this worksheet? What processes will you apply?
Okay, sure. Yeah, if we are working in a present continuous tense, I think the worksheet, maybe we can both face some verbs in that form, for example, and yeah, basically in that, because in that way the student can be involved in that tense, and the objective could be reached. Thank you.
Okay, that's nice. So Juan Carlos will apply the modifying process in order to achieve the objective, because it says that they will be able to use present continuous. So by highlighting some verbs in ing. Excellent. There's a nice activity to reach that goal. Jose Maria, what about you?
Okay, so I think it will be easy to simplify or reorder to reorder the worksheet. So they should use the required tense for making some changes and meet the objective. So
Okay.
this means making simple so they can explain the topic in the worksheet, but with the present continuous tense.
Okay, thanks a lot. So simplifying the worksheet, probably letter B exercise, probably simplify that exercise, or the last one in which students have to write a text. Okay, Marianela, and you?
I applied add and simplify. I add listening, audio for listening skill with authentic audios, and because that material is oriented just for writing and reading.
That's right.
And also, well, depends on the level of my class, right? I simplify according to that. And for the oral participation of speaking skills, I can require their opinion about the topic.
Okay. Thanks a lot. So you will add the modifying factor, I think, including some different activities and authentic audios. Okay, thank you. Erika, go ahead, please.
Okay, in my opinion, that worksheet is useful because marking the in black and the word the student need to use about the topic we know is saving the planet, so it's easier to understand for the student.
Okay. See. So here will be reordering probably some exercises. Okay, Álvaro, and you?
Summarizing, I think that in the first place, the pictures doesn't reflect the serious the problem is, and also the way to present that subject is like something that is happening far away from our place. So maybe modify the way to present it and get the students involved with situations that happens in their neighborhood or their cities, their country, in some way to get them involved with the situation. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So for Álvaro, he will include the process of modifying, change some pictures, also include authentic material. He mentioned that in order to keep students engaged.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay, and Gladys, and you? I don't know if you're able today of using the microphone. Because workshop number 1, she mentioned that she had some issues with the microphone. Okay, well, Gladys says probably more images can be used. So modifying process. More examples can be made of activities to be carried out so that the students understand the exercise better. And it's not so complicated. So she will modify and also simplify some exercises for the students. Well, I think I mentioned everybody, right? Okay, thanks a lot for this activity.
System kicked me off. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, in my case, I would like to use like a mix-up between adding and reordering. Reordering in that way we can make sure that the students have an idea about this issue, maybe what was the causes, what is happening nowadays, and what will be the consequences about these issues. In that way, we are reordering this activity, and they have the opportunity to add their ideas. In that way, they can feel like important about this. I'm doing this, and I'm adding this, and I'm giving you my opinion about this. That would be as an option. Can be a mix.
Yeah, that can be possible. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because the objective said that by using the present continuous, and I think there isn't any exercise in which they're going to include the use of present continuous. No. No, so probably they won't reach the objective. Okay. Okay, Gladys, that's why I asked if you were able to participate. Okay, no problem. Okay, thanks a lot for this activity. I'm gonna continue. Okay, now this is the other unit, technology in ELT. And, okay, technology in ELT. Tell the class. We're gonna share with the rest of the class your view on technology. What is your opinion about technology? The impact of technology in ELT. And, okay, the first two statements will be answered by using a virtual resource. Then the last one will be orally. How technology is used to enhance the learning and teaching of English. So I repeat, in this moment, we're gonna focus on the first one, your view on technology and the impact of technology in ELT. I'm gonna look again, the other link for you. Technology, let me see, is here. Okay, there you go. You can click on that. I'm gonna share the screen. And we're gonna use this virtual resource to participate on two questions. Your view on technology, the impact of technology in ELT. For these two questions, you will have 3 minutes. Okay, I have 4 students that already joined. So 4 are missing. Okay. But I don't know if Ruth can join the lesson, and Miguel. And who's missing? Jose Maria. Now it's here. Well, I'm gonna start the activity right now. This is for participating in your view on technology and the impact of technology in ELT. And in convening with your device, send the answers in the chat. Okay, you still have 1 minute and 50 seconds to submit your answers. This is chapter 5, technology in ELT. Those are the last 45 seconds, and I receive Marianela, Álvaro. Erika. Okay, time is over. I'm gonna read Gladys' opinion. For her says, for me, technology is very useful if it is used in a good way. For example, to obtain new knowledge and learn through videos, something that we cannot understand in class. The impact that technology has for me is positive, but it's necessary to have more knowledge about the tools so that they are used in the best way and thus help in education and not that is an impediment. Okay, that is Gladys' opinion about technology. And this is Marianela. And you, Marianela, what is your point of view about technology?
For me, technology is indispensable. We cannot learn very bad. Look this, we are learning by teams. We're all will need for, and that make our job easily, and we can work with in collaboration at the distance. Of course, they must be oriented, used correctly, and with clear goals and objectives.
Okay. It simplifies our tasks. I like that phrase. And shortens the distance. You are totally right. Okay. This is Erika.
Okay, in my case, technology serves us, but in other case, we don't like to read in books, only investigating internet copy page, and only that. For is unfavorable point. In the second, in the point, this helps us in EL. In the case we study by campus, so we don't need to face with the teacher. So it's useful in that way. We obtain our degree for. In this way, it's really useful to technology for study English. Because we can use a lot of tools in internet, games, videos, some. For that reason, is useful in that way.
Okay, excellent. This is Juan Molina. Go ahead.
Okay, technology. It is a new, useful tool that provides us access worldwide information and also the use of different devices that we can use to make our life easy and also a journey as a teacher as well. This also promotes self-learning style because you can learn by yourself by just watching videos on YouTube or searching information on the internet. And also in class, for example, a projector can help us to complete the ideas because if you are explaining an information or something like that, you can complete the idea, but using this type of device. So I think this technology has a lot of advantage.
Yeah, makes life easy. Okay, and Jose Maria. Let's see, Jose Maria is here, but it says technology is a good resource for ELT because it allowed us to understand the subject by using different tools on websites, videos, computers, etc. If we have a good planning, technology allowed us to meet our objectives as a teachers. Sometimes the problem is that all not have access to technology, so that would be one disadvantage. Okay, Jose Maria. Well, those were the two questions here, but one is missing. The other will be orally. Let me show you the screen. Miguel Eduardo, yes?
Sorry. Yeah, but this is very important, and right now, this is the easiest way to get access to any knowledge about it. I don't know if have you ever watched Open English advertisements? What you saying? I don't have access to this. I don't have time to do this. But if you think about it, now you don't have access to that information. It's because you don't want to get access to this one. At the same time, we must think about or consider real life here in El Salvador. Even though you have access to the high tech, sometimes you don't have access to the internet connection or something like that due to the location that you are. So here in El Salvador is something difficult because no one's or not everybody has access to this high tech or the internet connection. But if you have access, it will be easier for you to get knowledge about every topic, actually, not English only, every subject, every topic, and every social movement if you want.
The last question says here, how technology is used to enhance the learning and teaching of English? Any opinion about this question? That is the number 3. How technology is used to enhance, to improve the learning and teaching of English. Any comment about this one? Come on, go ahead.
Once again, I think that this depends of the social reality in your country, because something that I noticed when we started with this pandemic was that teachers were not prepared to use high tech, and um, they have to, I think. But once again, this is up to the culture and the resources that government or um, whoever is in charge with this provide. But it was, I don't know, maybe sad to see that teachers had to learn with the students how to do it.
How
And
to use
yes, how to use
tools.
high tech and how to use computers, how to use Teams, Google Classroom, Zoom, and was a little bit sad because you may think, oh, well, how can I learn from someone who cannot use these technology, these devices, these resources? But I think that, I don't know, I'm not sure about it. I think that they took some courses or trainings, and in that way
Yeah.
they could develop all these subjects. But at the beginning of this, when you think about it, we must develop and must be better on this area, because based on reality, yes, we have a lot of areas of opportunity for this.
Yeah, he mentioned something really important. Alvaro, you want to say something?
Yeah, thanks. Like in my case right now, we don't have a residential internet in the place where I am, so I using my cell phone, and there is no other way how can I be in this class if we weren't using the technology. Sorry. And also to present, as Miguel was mentioning, to present any subject is a lot easier with these instruments. Even though, as I mentioned in my first answer, it's really hard for old people like me to management the technology. I have some friends my same age that they can even use a smartphone, but I don't know. But
I know.
the first semester was a really painful for me. It was a really hard
Really?
stuff. But we are getting involved in this thing. I think technology
We
is
learn every
the
day.
best thing. Thank you.
Okay, so can you imagine an English class without without internet or a computer room or without a projector? How will you feel in that place? Okay, Jose Maria says most of the rural communities have access to internet just by mobile connections. Some students raise a pool with a phone to use it as Wi-Fi, but we can say as a summary that technology makes life easy and makes a class better. Well, in my personal opinion. Okay, I continue with the next. Okay, here I have 3 words: tutor, tutti, and tool. And says, reflect on this analogy. What is the analogy? Tutor, tutti, and tool. Which software or apps fall under those categories? How can be used in the classroom? I give you a moment to read again this information. And please feel free to participate. Or if you have any question about the analogy tutor, tutti, and tool, what comes to your mind with these 3 words? Any idea about this? I repeat, I don't know if you have any question before we discuss the next question, the 2 questions. If you have any question about tutor, tutti, and tool, or something that comes to your mind with these 3 words. Somebody? What is a tutor, a tutti, and tool for you? Okay, I'm gonna select somebody to participate. What comes to your mind, Marianela, with the word tutor, tutti, and tool?
Something that guide me or support.
Yeah, tutor.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about a tutti for you? What is a tutti for you? Okay, and for the rest, any opinion or something that comes to your mind?
Maybe the one that received the information or the knowledge, for example, we in this case are tutor and we are the tutees.
Okay, yes. Okay, but remember that this chapter was, okay, we are tutees right now, says Jose Maria. Yes, you are right. also Marianela, okay? But talking about technology, because Unit 5 was about technology in ELT, as that chapter, the tutor is the computer, okay? The 2T is the computer assisted by the tutor or by the instructor. And the tool are all the abilities that we are going to implement in order to use the computer. So I repeat, the tutor is the computer, then the 2T is the computer assisted as an instrument, okay? The teachers take the children to use the computer. So that is the idea of the tutor, 2T, and tool. Now, we're gonna reflect on this analogy. Which software or apps do you consider that falls under those categories? Let's see. I have, okay. Can you listen to me? I have a message
loud
here.
and clear.
Yes, okay, it's clear. Okay. I am reading on turn off the microphone. Okay. Now, I don't know if you have any comment about this. Which software or apps you consider that falls under this category? And how can be used in the classroom? Sorry?
What about the one you were using just now, Nearpod?
Nearpod, yes, can be. It's a very excellent tool to make students participate at the same time. Yes, any other? Which software you already know or app that falls under this category? Tutor, the 2T, and the tool. I don't believe you that you don't know any. Just Nearpod. Okay.
Can we mention Google also?
Google, yes.
Because we can watch YouTube also, because you can watch all the tutorials in there.
Yes. How can you use YouTube in the classroom? Because the other question says, how can be used in the classroom? Or Nearpod. You mentioned Nearpod and Google. How can you use those websites in a classroom? Jose Maria says Jamboard. That's another one. How can they be used in the classroom? Can you tell me? Kahoot, yes. Carlos, you are the teacher right now. How can you use all those virtual resources that you are mentioning right now to teach an English class?
For example, Kahoot, we have used it for develop some activities or like to practice some after check the information or the grammar or something like that. We use Kahoot to evaluate and we create like a competition in all the students. And at the end, someone is the winner according to the point, how many points the student have got at the end.
Okay, that's right. You can use that tool to test your students in an English class or to make a review of the contents that you previously studied with them. Okay. Any other? What about YouTube? How can this be used in the classroom? Live worksheet, says Marianela. Okay, there is another one. What can you do with all that? Any different opinion? Marianela?
I have some quizzes, exercises, some tasks like that to evaluate the tutor can evaluate.
Okay. Here it says Gladys in the chat. Kahoot, we can use it to know the understanding that has been had in the class about a topic. Yes, as Juan Carlos says, to test your students. We can make the game that is interesting. Okay, so in that, all the students will be engaged in the class, will be motivated also to participate because they are competing with the rest of the class. And that can be fun for them. And also says they will be able to check that the topic has been understood. Yes, and it's a tool also for the teacher, for us to check if my student understood the topic. Good, Gladys? And says, okay, Jose Maria, I'm sorry about that. Technology programs. Okay, I continue with the next one. Oh no, Erika too. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the part of technology and reading. Okay, the reading skill. And says, how technology can be used to enhance reading skills. Right now, we're gonna focus on reading skills. In comparison to the current technological skills students need. Take a moment, please, to read this question, analyze it, and tell me your opinions about technology and reading. I give you a moment to read this question.
I think it's necessary to everybody look at in itself trying to teach or to have an English class, making the hand drawings or trying to draw on the blackboard or a whiteboard, and then you will see that what is the difference with all the tools we have available now. Because even to write on those old blackboard, it was a real challenge, and now everything is easier. Now you can even check your pronunciation because there is a tool on Google where for phonetic class I used to practice before to make the quizzes. Because it says you're doing good, regular, bad, and it evaluates your pronunciation also. Okay. So we have all kinds of things available. Thank you.
Okay. I agree with Alvaro that we can use all those audio and video resources available on internet. For example, when I'm reading the lesson of grammar, but at the same time I watch the grammar videos that our tutor posts on campus, it becomes clearer for me. So that's an extra tool to understand better my lesson.
Good. Do you like reading? All of you? Do you like reading?
Yes.
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 I like.
Okay.
I prefer paper, but
you prefer paper books?
Yes, it's better.
It's better. And how can you use technology? Yes, Jose Maria?
Yes, I got back. I think the technology is good for reading sometimes when you have access to textbooks in PDF file, for example. If you have a tablet or big size phone, you can read on that. Sometimes if you don't have the paper book, then you have to go to the bookstore, to the library, and sometimes you don't find it. So that's the issue when you don't have a paper book on your hand. You have to do a lot to get it. And the issue with technology sometimes is that you have it in a PDF file and probably your computer is not good, your tablet is not good, and slow, and so then you feel that your reading is not good also. But if you have a good technology, you can do it.
Okay, so remember that here we're talking about technology and reading skill. And also, well, Erika and Marianela said that they prefer a paper book. So, and the technology? Here,
Yeah,
Erika?
but in some cases it's better the paper. In that case, I printed the book for materials and metal in ELT because it's better because I can move with the book in the bus. So and for that
you
reason,
can highlight information.
Yes, yes.
Also, well, the PDF book are cheaper, but sometimes I got tired when I'm reading on the computer. I don't know the monitor. I don't know why. The light. That's why I prefer the paper books.
Yeah, I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's really exciting to be reading in front of the computer. I don't like to do that. Juan Carlos says, I prefer videos, but reading is important because we can learn how a word must be written. Okay, and that is the other question. How can you enhance this reading skill? Because most of the students nowadays, they don't like to read. How can you use technology to promote, to improve reading skill? In my case, I will select interesting topics according to their ages or to their preferences. If they are teenagers, I will select, I don't know, music topics probably, or fashion. What about you? How can you enhance reading skills with technology? Hi.
I was thinking in audiobooks.
Audiobooks,
That's
another option.
Yeah, my nephew used to read in that way, so that for me it's a good option.
Yeah, I forgot that. There is another good option, audiobooks. Any other way to enhance reading skills through technology?
Some of the PDF software have the option to do some reading. So if you don't want to see the computer, you just put that option, click that option on the software, and it reads everything.
Yeah, that's right. So we have good options to implement with our students. Okay, that was the part of reading skill. Now we have written, technology and written. Says, what could be the differences between, okay, let me check. I have one opinion in the chat, and this is Gladys. Gladys says, I think that it's better to read a book than through the computer. Yeah, I agree with you. But an advantage of reading over the phone, for example, it will be that easy to carry around, yes. And so you can read in your free time. Yeah, that is on the other hand, you can have advantages like that. You can read whatever you want, okay? So I was saying in this part of technology, what could be the difference between process and product-oriented approach to writing? Can you give me one example? Read again. What will be the difference between process and product-oriented approach to writing? Or I don't know if you have any question related to the process and product-oriented approach before you answer this question.
In this case, I would like to compare the previous one and this one because in my case, I prefer to read in computer. In that way, you have the options to transfer over the information to a document or Word document, or you can use the notes, the notepad. That way, you have the opportunity to get the information and write the information. That way, you are writing the main ideas about it, and you are getting the information that you need. So once again, we can combine the previous one to this one, and you are using both technology to read and technology to write.
Okay. Somebody else with another opinion? Relate to number one, what could be the difference between process and product-oriented approach to writing? I give you a moment to read again the question and feel free to participate. Okay, somebody? Okay, what is your opinion about this question, Alvaro?
I don't have pretty clear about process and product oriented approaches.
Okay, the process, as the word says, is the complete process, the complete way students is taking to write one text. And the product oriented is the final result of that text. Okay, let's say the correct answer, that is the product. Okay, so what is your opinion about that?
I don't know, but I can't compare the old-fashioned way to the new one because, for example, in the second semester, I used to use a notebook for every subject. So I used to write everything I listen in class. I also used to do my home activities by reading, and that saved my neck once because I think was with the licenciado Amaya. My computer totally burned out, and I didn't know how to keep all the information on clouds, so I didn't have any backup for my information, but I have everything on paper. So I took a picture with my phone and I sent it to the leak, so I get some extra time to deliver the home activity. That's
was
why I
a big
said,
problem.
yeah.
Okay, good. Check the chat, please, in this moment, everybody, and you will receive a link to participate on the second one. The second one says, do people write more than ever before? What is your personal opinion about that? And inconvenient with the link or with your device, send the answer in the chat. Okay, for participating in this question, you will have 2 minutes. Okay, I have 3 students. Do people write more than ever before? Okay, I give you just a minute for the rest to join. Okay. I'm gonna start the activity right now. What is your personal opinion about this question? have the last 47 seconds. And we have different opinions with this question until this moment. Okay, thank you. Just a second, I'm gonna modify something to show you the answer. Okay. This is an interesting answer. This is Marianela. Marianela, please share with the rest your opinion.
Okay. Well, I think not. People write less because the technologies of information and communication have some more visual, more audiovisual. And we have more access to technology, but we don't spend as much time reading. And we want to know everything in 40 words, like in Twitter, for example. That's my personal opinion.
Okay, good. Okay, so she considered that people write less than in the past. Okay, we have a similar opinion. This is Erika. Go ahead, Erika.
Okay, and that way is in my case I typing a lot of messages during the week because with my fiance he never called me, only text me. So in that way we only write. In my opinion, I write more than before because I type. I write poems. I write a lot of things. In my case, when we have a class, I write all the things, all the ideas you say during in the class. So in my case, I write a lot of things.
Okay, so that is a different opinion. So yes, she considered that people write more than in the past. Okay, this is Jose Maria.
Okay, I think people are more lazy right now, and that is because they depend a lot from technology, and sometimes we are in a place, in a meeting or a workshop, and we don't have a phone or a computer. We are listening to the speaker, but then we don't take notes because we don't have the technology. And also some handwriting abilities are lost because people are using mostly technology, and that is a big issue. I know technology can help us, but sometimes even we are good at typing. I see many young people that don't send complete messages when sending like text messages.
Message.
They
Yeah,
just, for example, they say, "You're welcome." They just put probably some phrases, small phrases, and
you are.
so the orthography is getting lost also.
Yeah, but that will be different, don't you think? Writing and typing.
Right.
Because we type a message. I think.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for your participation in this. That was very interesting answers. I have one in the chat says, I think people write less. Okay, than before says. Many people are more likely to copy and paste information. That is another good point. And before people were like forced to transcribe, to write all the information in the notebook. That is another good point. And Erika says that agrees with Jose Maria. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's finish this workshop, the last part. Okay, I show you the last part of my PowerPoint. And we're going to discuss a little bit about collaborative learning through technology. This is very common nowadays. Okay, and here I have the icons of YouTube, Google Drive, and Wiki, so Wikipedia, I think. How these tools can be used to promote collaborative learning. Okay, check again the pictures that I have, the icons of these technological tools, and think about this question. How can these tools, YouTube, Google Drive, and Wikis, can be used to promote with the students collaborative learning? Okay, for participating in this section, I'm going to give you the last virtual resource. That's this. And this, we're going to discuss a little bit about collaborative learning through technology. So this is the link to participate in this last part. So do me a favor, please, to click on that. And think about this, specifically these three tools, YouTube, Google Drive, and Wikis. How can these tools can be used to promote collaborative learning? Okay, when you are ready, you can post your message. If you have any inconvenience, I repeat, with your device, you can send the answers in the chat or you can open the microphone. Okay, I am receiving some answers. I'm going to share with you in a moment the screen of your personal opinions. I have received Erica's opinion. Also Álvaro. Okay, I show you the collaborate board, the opinions that I have received until this moment. And Álvaro has a very important, well, all the opinions are important, but let's listen Álvaro's opinion. Go ahead, Álvaro.
Sorry, I get my phone slow.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is kind of advantage of the technology, that we can make groups not only in Zoom now, because we can use also Google Chat. And as we saw the symbol over there with Drive, we can share the information and we can allow the people to make any addition or any changes that could be necessary to do.
That's right.
To make clear the exposition. Thanks.
Okay, that is the point. Says we can make groups where all are allowed to participate and also edit. Okay, we can modify in a collaborate tool, and also you can share with the rest the work. Okay, let's see, Marianela. Also, please do me the favor to read your information.
Sharing files or documents on Drive, adding information in Wiki, and sharing opinion on your YouTube channel. It is a way to share and work with more people and building, that's the important thing, building knowledge in community.
Okay, excellent. That's the point. Okay, Jose Maria, I'm receiving his opinion. So through these collaborate tools, as the website, everybody can collaborate at the same time, but in different places. As for example, if we are using Google Docs, okay, you can modify the text, you can add more information, and you share the link with the rest to check and include probably more information in that document. So those are great tools. Okay, also I have some information in the chat. You too help us by watching interesting videos. We can say what important documents. Okay, very nice. Thanks a lot for your participation and this last activity. Okay. And I'm gonna finish today's workshop with the reminders. Okay, those are the reminders that we have for this week. You need to participate, please, on forums. If you see one forum, or if you have some information in the learning path that is necessary to be posted on the forums, please do it. You please do me the favor to check campus regularly. Be aware also of days of tax and evaluations. By the way, I have received, I guess, 6 or 7 infographics. You have until this coming Tuesday to submit that activity, and also actively participate if you have a question and answers forums. So those are the reminders. I don't know if you have any question or any comment before we leave.